Good morning, Colorado. Welcome to a Monday edition of Local Biz Buzz. I'm your host, Larry Hers. And today in studio, I have Chef Curtis and MisoHot. Welcome, buddy.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, typical story, I see this product on Instagram, which is where I live because I'm a teenage girl. And I'm like, oh, I love miso. I've never heard of spicy miso. That's a brilliant idea. I want to try this product. So here he is today. Give us a little history of you and your product.
So MisoHot was born really almost by accident. I cater a lot. I'm a personal chef by day.
Give him the personal chef story. Name drop. I'm sorry, you're going to have to do it.
Okay, if you want me to. So
I want you to.
Past few seasons, I've been working for Von Miller here in Denver. So I've been working with other athletes since as well, and I've been working for a family in Cherry Creek for the past 10 years. So doing that has really brought me to just understand every cuisine there is, and I travel the world a lot, as much as I can when I have time to. So I'd spent a month in Japan. When I came back, one of my big-time clients asked me to use my motivation, and I did an interactive ramen bar. So for that ramen bar, I had to make a spicy condiment like I saw on the side of bowls, just smeared on the side of every bowl of ramen I had in Japan, especially in northern Japan, Sapporo, colder. There's a lot more of the spicy ramen. So for this interactive ramen bar, I made what I was calling a spicy bomb at the time. And everybody started taking it and throwing it on their charcuterie and the other hors d'oeuvres I was making. And the host said, "What is this, man?"
And tell people at home, because they probably don't even know what miso is.
Okay, so miso is a fermented soybean product made with koji, which is a rice starter that helps to ferment the soybean with some salt. And then that's aged for a period of time. So you have white miso and yellow miso, which are typically what are used to make miso soup, which is what most people are probably familiar with. Now, red miso is what I use in MisoHot, and it has a more savory, roasted, aged flavor. So there's a lot more of that umami, but a lot less of the sweetness. Okay. So I took every pepper that I had in my fridge, which just happened to be the exact same ratio as what's here now.
Come on.
I went to recreate this 6 months later, and I only had a picture of a toaster oven pan lined with foil with like 7 peppers on it. And I was like, okay, so I had like half of one of these, 1.5 of these.
Can you say what they were?
Yeah, so it ranges from bell pepper, jalapeno, serrano, Fresno, red Thai chili, and habanero. So
there are that many peppers in here.
Yeah, there's that many peppers in there. But the thing is, what that created, unbeknownst to me at the time, even with that ratio, was this perfect balance. It's like a roller coaster of spice and flavor, but it goes up, it levels off, and it dies off. It's not about the heat. It's more primarily about the flavor. Bringing this to market was because this is so universal to use. And I know people say that a lot. But the thing is, there's, most spicy condiments have vinegar or oil as their base. This, using miso as the base, adds that savory umami richness without adding an acidity forward, a garlic forward.
You're going to have to explain to them umami now.
Umami, okay. So umami is the extra sense of taste that we didn't know we have. And it really pretty much translates to savory. So meatiness, savoriness, those are kind of the words. It's a bit confusing, but a lot of people compare it to, MSG, monosodium glutamate, glutamic acid, is the backbone of umami.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, it's naturally occurring. It's in tomatoes, it's in Parmesan cheese, and it's very heavily prevalent in miso. Now, I'm not saying that I add MSG to this, but miso itself probably contains some.
I want to show the people. Can you get a close up of this, Josh?
Yeah, of course.
What it looks like here.
So miso is it's a fermented soybean paste. So it's going to have the consistency of like a hummus, as opposed to being really liquidous like a sambal would be, or another chili oil or chili paste. So this spreads really easily, which is why this morning I showed what is pretty much a breakfast of mine every day: avocado toast with a schmear. I just take this really good sourdough by my buddy Matt Doolin, Goody Get Right's Plant Nursery.
He was on here?
Yeah, so
He's
this
awesome.
is his sourdough bread.
Dude, he's so cool.
I buy his bread every week at
What
the
a great
country
story
market.
he's got.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the guy. He's truly an inspiration. And his bread is killer, so I had to use it this morning. So I toast a slice every morning, put a schmear of MisoHot on, a few slices of avocado, fried egg, a little bit of everything seasoning because, you know,
I
why not?
I had it on my eggs
all
this
the time.
morning.
Yeah, right?
Trader Joe's?
Yep, Trader Joe's, exactly.
I have this
Yeah,
one.
I bought a container of it and I've had it forever. So this stuff lasts so long. So, and a little bit of radish because, well, it looks good. So that's basically my breakfast every morning. And eggs is one of the best pairings for MisoHot because eggs, the yolks, it's kind of a pretty basic flavor on its own. But when you pair that with this umami-rich spiciness, you're getting like pure flavor, and I mean it just adds to your breakfast so much.
For when I think of miso, my like peanut butter and jelly with miso, could you guess what I put it on? Like the perfect pairing?
I don't know. Hit me with it.
Salmon.
Oh, perfect. Well,
I bet this would go so good on salmon.
Yeah, it does. So I love taking just a little bit of it and smearing it on top of a fillet of salmon and then sticking it under the broiler for 5 to 7 minutes.
It's a nice little crust
yeah,
on it.
Yeah, and that roasts a little extra and gives you a little extra flavor from the MisoHot as well. And then I'll put a little soy or coconut aminos.
And then what's this one here?
So that segues really well. This is a smoked salmon fried rice.
Oh.
Now this is something that my clients request of me. The recipe is actually on our Instagram and our website. So I've shared this with the world.
What's your website?
It's misohot.co.
Okay.
So not.com.co.
Yeah, I think I screwed that up.
That's all right. It's easy enough to do. So this dish is just really the epitome of everything you said. Smoked salmon already has that smokiness and a lot of that umami pairing flavor. So when I did a fried rice, I used to do fried rice all the time for Vaughn. He loves it. Loves Benihanas. So
who doesn't?
I mean, it's great, right? So I recreated Benihanas, and then we started playing around with it, and I was throwing crab in it, and then I did smoked salmon, and it was right when I was developing MisoHot, and he was a lot of times my guinea pig for like, where could this stuff go? What can this be put on? And I just put it on everything, and sure enough, every time I was like, dude, what was that? That was really good. So
is this the same thing? More.
This is exactly the same thing that I made for him. So yeah, it's just a beautiful dish, really well rounded.
Where can people get your product?
So currently we are building on our retail presence, and we're available at Lever's Locavore, at the Northside Eatery and Market. Mm-hmm. We're up in Vale at Cut Vale. We're down in Parker at the local food market.
They can order it through your website?
They can order it through our website. I do local delivery in the Denver area for free. That's Metro Denver. If you're on the outskirts. Your minimum? Well, for that, anything. You buy a jar, I'll bring it to your house.
Nice.
Me, personally. For now. This grows. We'll see how that changes. I might have to get some help. But also then if you order over $35 and you're anywhere else in the country, the shipping is free as well.
Wow.
So that's what we're doing right now. We're in a couple little local markets, and I want to be in more, but obviously it's a tough year to do stuff in person.
Now before I eat this, do I want to mix it in a little?
Now, it's got some spice to it already. That's up to you. What's your tolerance?
Oh, I can handle it.
You can handle it? Mix it in. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
All right.
All right, anything else before we go and I have a bite of this? It's a great way to start the day.
I want to see you taste it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, there we go.
So normally that's how I end, so we're going to end that way. Pleasure to meet you. Thanks for coming
Likewise.
in.
Thanks for having me.
MisoHot, check them out. We'll see you today at 11:30. We got Jesus Silvio from Broadway Market coming in.
My man.
Let's eat. Holy fucking shit.